started?
Absolutely, yes.
All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our Builders Club Play Workshop. My name is Crystal Laudacina. I am the Builders Club District Administrator for Florida. So I am here to help you with any of your needs. I help build clubs, maintain clubs, troubleshooting, all the things. I love to hear all the great things that you're doing. So I'm super excited that you're here to join us. We also have some members from the Kiwanis Foundation, the Florida District Foundation. They are the people that we can thank for putting this on, helping us be able to get some of these really great materials free of cost, and to have Dr. Walter Drew here with us. So very excited. Thank you so much to the foundation. Both Dan and Allie are here from that. So thank you so much. We're super excited to share this with you. So without further ado, let's give you a little information on our presenter today. So Dr. Drew has researched and provided play leadership training as co-founder of the Institute for Self-Active Education, president of the Association for the Study of Play, and lead facilitator for the National Association for the Education of Youth Children Play, Policy and Practice Interest Forum, and with the Florida Association for the Education of Young Children Play chapter. For more than 40 years, Dr. Drew has presented hands-on play experiences as a process for awakening creativity, strengthening early childhood professional practice, and generating hope and optimism across the human lifespan. He has pioneered the development of reusable resource centers as a community building business, education environmental initiative that provides an ongoing supply of free open-ended materials for teachers and parents to strengthen early learning and development through play. Dr. Drew is the co-author of From Play to Practice, Connecting Teachers' Play with Children's Learning, a book published by the National Association of the Education of Young Children, and the creator of Dr. Drew's Discovery Blocks, awarded Best Toy of the Year by Parents' Choice Foundation in 1982. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Walter Drew.
Thank you very much, Crystal. And I would like to also welcome all you young students and builders right here, right now. We're going to take a little time and explore materials and see what happens when we focus our mind and fiddle with stuff. I hope you all have a set of your own materials to explore, several things or a pile, whatever it is that you may have that would attract your attention and lead you to make some discoveries. Also, I hope you have some paper and pencil, because a little later on, after we have a chance to build, we're going to reflect on the experience and maybe draw on a little bit and make some comments about what our discoveries are. But just to get us started, the idea here is that you have these materials, and once you start relaxing and kind of exploring the materials, just begin to maybe even sort them. You sort the materials so you get an idea of what your resources are. And you're welcome to do that in a minute, if you like, just to get a sense. Oh my goodness, look at this stuff. Well, I like the idea. This is colorful fabric, and I'm making an assessment. I've got these little sticks and things. I wonder what I'm going to do with those, and these caps and these colorful caps, red and yellow. And I don't know what that thing is, but that's pretty interesting. And then I've got some yarn, and I think those of you that got these kits would have some of that too. And like these things here, this is like, holy cow. All right, I've got the idea now. I see what this is. I have my materials. And now for just a few minutes, I'm going to take a break and see what I got here. And once I do that, once I start sorting the materials, my brain starts to wonder what it is that these things are. So my mind gets focused on the resources I have at hand. And once that happens, watch out, because our imaginations begin to kick in. And we might see some ideas for building anything that comes to our mind. That's the whole idea, that you get to be free to make whatever it is you like to make. It may be a bug, but it might be something else. Just a few minutes ago, before we began, I realized I had never done this before. I have this plastic piece and I started playing with these little sticks, and I realized they could kind of sit together there like that. And almost, it's like an engineering, well, it's a STEM activity for sure. Building structures and systems using open-ended materials helps us to realize our power to organize and to create things that no one's ever seen before. I've never done this before. And when we do things that we've never done before, we make discoveries. And it's in those discoveries that we make during our own play that excite us, that help us realize how much creative power and energy we have within us, the power to create harmony and order. And it's true that that can happen in just a few minutes with materials. And once that happens, and you make those discoveries and connections with things that you're interested in, you will find great satisfaction in fixing things just the way you would like to do. I think what I'd like to do is go ahead and play with these materials myself for a few minutes and see where it takes me. Maybe you would be able to do the same thing. In fact, I think that's, wait a minute, before I do that, I just realized I have these, I wonder, oh yeah, they can stick in there. And I got this one too. So, oh my goodness, wait a minute. Yeah. So, okay, I have to remember that I'm actually here making this little presentation. Oh my goodness. I feel the bug coming on. Anyway, why don't we just, oh, that's an interesting one. Why don't you just relax and take a look at what materials you have, spread them out so you get a sense of what's there. And then maybe for 10 or 15 minutes without any interruption, you will be free to just explore and relax and see what those materials and you get to do together. And then after that, we'll take time to talk about it and share the discoveries that are about to happen right now with you and those materials. So we're going to put a little music on. I think we'll be able to do that. A little soft music. I'm going to ask you not to say a word to anybody for just a little while. Just be silent with yourself. Allow yourself to focus without any conversation. That'll come later. All right? Well, it's very good to be here with you right now to explore and see what happens in the next, 10 or 12 minutes. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad I'm here too. See you in a little bit. You go find those materials and see what happens when you focus your mind and follow your fingertips into this world of play. Okay? See you in a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put on my play hat. Almost forgot I have this hat that my wife made. It helps me remember the creative spirit that likes to come out and play too. So here we go. I think I'm going to just do this here. It's your time to play. Just a bucket away. Just maybe make that like that. Ooh, that's coming on. This is a little weird like that. if I place like that, oh my goodness, like that. See this little bug right. My bug. I'm going to make my bug. I am. I'm going to make my bug. Oh, I can turn this like that. And this here like that. There we go. Yes. I wonder if I could put that one up there like that. Okay, good. Yeah. When the idea begins to come and I begin to play, I feel powerful and strong and present all day. I do. Playing like this, oh, it just frees me to be present. I have these little, I got yarn in my bag. I'm not sure what that is, but I can put some of that there. Put some up here. Put this here. This fabric there. And I just have to say that here I go again, playing like this here, making things I had never done before. Is a delight for my hands, my heart, and my mind. You know, it's maybe being a little silly sometimes, but being silly is fun. For me, I like to do this, play and build like I do. And I hope the same is true for you, that you're having fun with whatever it is you're doing. Making a little bug. Yes. You could call this STEM, you could call this math or science, you could call it art making, you could call it having fun. Yes. And in the play, we have stories that emerge, little things that occur to us, and before we know it, we're off into this wonderful space of creative mindfulness, being present, doing these little things like that, just like that. What else have I got? Well, there is this boing, this neat little famine. What am I going to do with that? Holy cow. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I hope I'll look at that. I see. Wait a minute. Maybe this is another bug. Maybe this is a baby bug or a red bug. I said red, red, red. Hey, little red bug. Oh, yes, indeed. How's everybody doing out there? Wonderful, I hope. Yes. Yeah. Well, I think I'll just try this one. I'm excited to hear what happens next, to see what happens. Oh, this one here, not quite sure. I wonder. Wondering is good for me. The mind is occupied in creative play, happy to be there, engaging freely. Yeah. Fantastic. I think I'll make a couple of bugs over here. Okay, they wiggle, those little things just kind of. Oh, I got it. I got it. This is going to go like that. I can stick that in there like that. This one over here like that. And then finding ways of making things go the way you like is part of what life is all about. Creating things in ways that are helpful and satisfying to you and others. There we are. Now, we're holding that up. I think there's going to be a bigger bug. I think I'm going to just, I hope you're finding things to do yourself with these materials. I think this is going to be a bigger bug. I think this is going to be, I'm not sure it's a bug. It might be something else. But let's see if I can get it to kind of stand up. But it needs some other things on it. Yeah. Oh, just okay. All right. Just like that. Yeah. Oh, goodness me. You fall down from time to time. You got to do. Take this one. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Got that there. Here we go. All right. Still like this fabric. Right. Wow. Maybe put this one in here like this and turn it in like that. Another leg in there. It's in the doing and the making, in the trying and being. That's so much good for us. Just playing, just arranging things, organizing and sorting them in some way that allows them to be pretty cool like that. I don't know what these guys are doing over here, but I think I'll just put that one. Play with some blocks. I put those up there. Put a couple there like that. And why not that? There we go. Wow. All of a sudden, there's these things. I think it's like a gathering. This is a gathering. That's what this is. This is a gathering of friends coming together like we are. Just put that there, and then put another one there. Let's see another one, I think, on top there. These little things over here. There. All right. Whoops. Get that one. That was a runaway. There we go. And put this around this way. Like that, like that. Yeah. having a chance to put things where you would like them to be is, it's important for us to have that sense of initiative and a sense of control to express yourselves in ways that please you. I hope you're doing that now with the materials, like I am too. Wait a minute, what's this? It's another something. Yeah. This is something else now. And the thing is, all these materials were thrown away by our businesses. Well, they weren't thrown away. They were collected, brought together, and some of them sent to you to do what it is you're doing right here, right now, today. Almost looks like a circus. The place of play. Okay. Well, we're gonna just keep doing this. All our lives, we'll be taking things that we have in our mind, thoughts and possibilities, and we arrange them in ways that are helpful, building partnerships, building products, building thoughts that contribute in ways that help people work together, share and learn and help one another. So that just like we're doing here today, playing and sharing possibilities, using materials as expressive tools to allow us to do whatever it is you're doing. All right, well, you're just kind of, maybe another minute or two. There's a little warning that you don't have to stop right now, but maybe in about 1 or 2 minutes, we'll take a break and see what we can share about this experience. Okay. Yeah. You know, in play, you just never know exactly what's going to happen. You're willing to be courageous and step into that place of not knowing, allowing yourself to discover new possibilities. I think a lot of what play is about is being willing to discover new things, new possibilities. All right, well, I think I'm just going to clean this up a little bit, pull these other resources aside. And, I got more than I really need, but well, there's another piece of fabric. I think I might just put that one somewhere. Maybe. It's such beautiful fabric. Okay. All right. This over here. Let me stick these in the way. This one here. You know, it's more than one thing that happens when we play. So many things happen at the same time. Like these sticks. I'm going to need more time. Well, wonder maybe we just have to take it easy. Well, it's just fantastic. what our minds can do. Yes, indeed. All right, well, I think we should just pause here and check in with all of you and ask you to take a minute and journal. Just take a few minutes with that piece of paper and either draw, if you'd like to draw, a little outline of what you made, or write a little something about how you felt, or what it is you did, what you made, or questions that came up, or anything you'd like to express. Just kind of write and draw for a couple of minutes, and then we'll come together and see what you have to say about that. Okay? So take a few minutes and do some journaling. Well, I'm going to keep playing. Well, I think I'm going to write a little myself. Yes. Yeah. Time goes by so quickly. Oh. Before you know it. It's time. Well, I hope you're all there still, wherever you are, doing whatever you did. And I hope that we can find a way of sharing some of the words you thought and some of the things you made. Is that possible to do you think, Crystal? And advisors, can we hear from the children or summarize a little bit? Maybe they come up to the microphone or the computer and just spontaneously share any thoughts about this experience.
So I will totally go first.
Oh, fantastic.
Get the ball rolling. So first of all, my son he's wearing green today at his school. They're doing a green day to symbol like unity and a sense of belonging and all inclusiveness. So I was like, oh, there's green materials here. So I decided to use some of those, and I think you guys can see I made my little book, which kind of turned out more to look like a robot with the eyes that I decided to use, those little these little things, right? And just snap them around the a
Yeah.
pipe cleaner, which I kind of made as like antennas, and it ended up being a heart, which is also, all about unity, with the green feathers. So I just shoved everything into this little yellow cap to make it stay. And I love this material. So I put that on the bottom, and then I had some time and some material. So I made it a little like stage or home with some of the other materials and the sticks. So I had a lot of fun with this. It was super, super exciting, my little bug robot.
Yeah, thank you, Crystal. I like the associations you made with what you did and love, feeling that creative way. Thank you. Anybody else out there would like to share a comment or so?
I've got, oh, sorry, hold on just a second. Something like that. Can you hear us now? Sorry, I have it on two different screens at the same time. Let me turn this up. I've got Sean here. Sean, you want to tell about what you made?
I made a pendulum. It's got like a little apple and string attached to it, and then you just swing, and then you just start swinging it, and it swings back and forth.
Very cool. A pendulum. Fantastic. Good. Thank you, Sean. Anyone else have something they'd like to share? A pendulum. Just discovering all sorts of things myself.
Hey, Aaron, now that you're kind of in the forefront, would you be able to put Sean and his creation back up so I could snap a little picture? It looked really cool, but it was like very small.
Yeah, let me get it pulled up.
Perfect.
What's Sean using? Sean, what materials were you using?
Is that a little cork?
There you go.
I use like one of these spools,
Yeah.
and I put a little piece of tape. It's not tape, but it's like a tape roll. And I tied it through a string. I was gonna make a car until I didn't have any of these left. So then I figured I put a hole through the leaf of the apple, and I stuck the popsicle stick through, and then I just tied it all together.
Wow.
And then I just lifted this up and just started swinging. Doesn't count.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you get your picture?
I did.
Anyone else have something they'd like to share? Sharing is so important in building community and learning from others. And to be together and play is a way for us to kind of coexist peacefully and learn from one another. New ideas. Who would have ever thought that just fiddling with that little spool and stuff would have become a pendulum? Goes this way, goes that way, goes all around. Okay, maybe we just continue with the study of pendulums.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, if you're not comfortable with coming on camera, but you'd like to unmute and kind of talk about how your students felt or things that you may have noticed that they were doing,
Yeah.
some aha moments, that would be okay too.
Hmm.
I know some of you had some materials from your schools, from inside, from outside. I am excited to now take these materials and show them to my 3-year-old and my 5-year-old and see what they can create with them. I think this is great for all ages, but
Yeah.
I had fun, and I'm an adult.
Yeah. Well, that's a really important point, I think, Crystal. Play is not just for young people. it's really for all of us. If we understand the power of play to bring us together and create a sense of harmony, we might have a happier, healthier world. So we want to encourage play, not only for young people, but through the ages. It's certainly been a benefit to me in my life. And at times where I get distressed, I find moments like this that allow me to step aside from whatever might be a special concern to me. And so playing around with stuff allows me to focus my attention in a very positive way. Yeah.
Another option that I'll go ahead and put in the chat box is I'll put my email in here. If you would like to share some of your pictures or your thoughts about this, you can send them to my email. Builders Club also has, not a very active one, but a Facebook group. So if you would be willing to do a little write-up on what you thought of the workshop or something that your kids got out of it, I could put that up. I don't have to list any names or anything.
Yeah.
But we'd love to just kind of share what you all do, whether it's this or other things that you do for your community. We would love to hear about them.
Yeah. I think it's in the doing and the making that all the learning really occurs. The understanding is from actually doing things. I think it's the experience that brings fulfillment. Thoughts are helpful, but many thoughts are intended for action to follow. And so the play allows the action to flow in ways that surprise, as I said earlier, and inspire us. This is my feather bug. And it seems like this little bug wants to bug away. Anyway, anybody else have anything they'd like to comment on? Advisors or students? Well, let's see where we are. We're very close to 9:15. And I want to express my thank you to the Florida Kiwanis Foundation, Allison Lauer, for her pioneering initiative to encourage materials be used in creating forms that never existed before. And I'd like to thank Crystal. Thank you, Crystal, for your work in helping to organize the Florida Kiwanis Builders Clubs to do fun activities with students, get them to use their imagination like you did today, and to share new things together to build community. I very much appreciate that. And I'm really glad that Dan is here today also as the president. Very nice of you to take time, Dan, to be here today for this little play workshop.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Senate, I would like to thank you, Dr. Drew, for presenting to us and showing us what play can really open up in our lives. Thank you to every single one of you, Builders Club members, advisors. The things that you do in your community are just amazing. I love getting to hear about them, and I hope that you enjoyed our workshop today. Thank you so much. I see Braden River is about to hop out because their school day is going to go ahead and get started. But thank you for all of you. We will have a little short survey come out to see, what's happening. I want to thank the foundation again for everything that you do for us. Any other closing comments?
Hi, this is Lisa Schulten. I'm a Builders Club advisor
in Palm Coast, Florida. I was wondering, are there any students left to comment on this exercise? How they feel about doing this?
Yeah.
Are there any left?
If you have one, we would love to hear from them. We had Sean, but we would love to hear the student comments, what you thought about everything.
I think hearing from the students is perhaps the greatest benefit of this little activity. And if it's not possible to hear from you now, I think, as Crystal has asked, maybe during the day or later in the day, you could, basically send a little note about what was this like for you? A little a sharing of your experience, which is really important. Your experience specifically is really important. And having a chance to express it honestly, openly, is an important part of communication. And this is a way of kind of open up a dialogue. And perhaps if you respond, we could all respond in back and continue the conversation. This is just an opening possibility. I wonder what materials are in your community. Your students must have all sorts of stuff. That there may be mothers and fathers work in businesses that throw this kind of material away. And wouldn't it be fun to do kind of a special treasure hunt to see what resources are being wasted so that they can be put to more productive use by our students? That might be something students would be interested in doing, but we're going on a little bit here. That's just a thought afterwards, But hearing from you students would be very, very wonderful. Either a drawing of what you did or some notes or even fragments of your imagination expressed, just a little something like that. Just like that. Well, I don't know, Crystal, I think we may be at the end.
I think we are too. We hope that you enjoyed this. And again, my email is there if you have any questions, comments.
Yeah.
And I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday.
Yeah, me too. Thank you so much.